Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is a story not about Kim Doksha. Now, who is Kim Doksha? Kim Doksha is your typical everyday man whose hobby is reading web novels on his train ride home. His favorite being 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse, aka TWSA. On his way home, his co-worker Yu Sang-ah notices him on the subway. She then proceeds to sit down and strike up conversation with Doksha. But this train ride is different, not because of Sang-ah's presence, but because TWSA is ending today. A novel he's been reading for 10 consistent years is finally concluding with his epilogue. But here's the thing about TWSA. It has over 3,000 chapters, but it only averages 1 viewer, which is Doksha. After finishing up the epilogue, something strange happens. Doksha receives a message from the creator of TWSA thanking him for reading the series, as it helped motivate them to finish it along with winning a contest. And as a token of gratitude, they emailed Doksha all of the chapters of TWSA. And as Doksha is finding this weird that they would do that, all of a sudden TWSA disappears from his favorite web novels list. Then suddenly, the subway lights turn off and a mysterious creature pops up from out of nowhere. Doksha then sees the creature and thinks there's no way that it's possible. That's a dokebe, a creature from TWSA. And at first, the other passengers on the train think that it's some sort of AR technology dream or movie set. The dokebe makes it very clear very quickly that this is reality. After witnessing that heinous act, Doksha is now fully convinced that yes, this is indeed all happening. Then suddenly a video game like screen pops up in front of everyone with a prompt saying that they need to kill 1 or more living organisms and that they only have 30 minutes, and failure to do so will result in death. Of course, upon hearing this news, everyone is in a panic except Doksha, who then has to calm down Sang-ah, who is terrified. Then a man named Lee Hyung-sung tries to calm everyone down, as he is a military soldier, notifying them all that they're in a state of national emergency. But this is not the thing that shocks Doksha. The thing that does shock Doksha is that Hyung-sung is a character from TWSA. Then on everyone's phones, the Korean Prime Minister is doing an emergency broadcast trying to reassure everyone. The dokebe then makes an example out of him, doubling down that this is not a game. And because of that little stunt, the dokebe decides to reduce the time limit from 30 minutes to 10. But people are still hesitant. So the dokebe shows everyone that the only thing that awaits them if they don't cooperate is death. When then a student named Kim Namun on Doksha's train car strikes an elderly lady. Namun then states that they must decide to kill someone or they all die. So who could blame them for killing in this situation? When then he and several others start jumping the old lady to death. Sang-ah is about to try and stop them when Doksha stops her, because he knows that he nor she is the main character of this world. He sits her down, telling her to wait, as Doksha didn't jump in earlier, not because he was scared of them, nor was it because he agreed with them. He was simply waiting for the right time to act. Doksha then takes out Namun. He looks and finds a boy in the train car with a clear glass box. He then borrows the glass box while giving the boy something. Doksha, now in the center of the train car, informs them that even if they kill the old lady, they will not survive. Because what will they do after that? Because according to the dokebe, all of them at least must kill 1 living organism. Namun gets up laughing, stating that they'll just kill losers like him next. Doksha then reveals that it's not a person they need to kill, but a being. He then crushes an insect in one of his hands as he throws the glass box in the air. As it had insects in it, this sends the entire train into a frenzy as they try to find the insects. When then it's revealed that actually, Namun is a character from TWSA that is cruel and careless. And after seeing that stunt, Namun then offers to team up with Doksha, who rejects his offer, stating he prefers to be alone. Namun states that's too bad, as he proceeds towards the already injured old lady to finish her off. When then Doksha stops him, Namun throws a punch at Doksha. He evades, but a problem arises. Namun has manifested his skill, Grimdark Awakening. But luckily, Doksha's skill also manifested Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, allowing him to know what the characters from TWSA are thinking. Doksha is steadily dodging Namun's vicious attacks, which is driving Namun crazy. Then Doksha informs Namun he only has 2 minutes left. Namun then glares at the elderly lady on the ground. Doksha, not wanting this psychopath to progress forward, does everything in his power to stop him from killing her. Then Namun pulls out a pocket knife and goes for the heart of Doksha. who barely manages to evade, but Nawoon still manages to injure him. Dokja then picks up the old lady and starts running away from Nawoon, but Dokja does not have the strength nor stamina to run away anymore. But as Nawoon starts talking like he's won, Dokja breaks some unfortunate news to Nawoon that insect eggs count as living beings. He proceeds to crush dozens of insect eggs in his hand, gaining a ton of coins. Nawoon then goes in for the final strike, but it's too late. Dokja's already invested all his coins into a stamina stat, which makes Dokja's skin thicker than Nawoon's pocket knife, to where it can't even pierce Dokja's shirt, which confuses Nawoon. Dokja then proceeds to inform Nawoon how grasshoppers lay more than 100 eggs during breeding season. Dokja then looks at Nawoon, telling him that the one who will die will not be himself, but Nawoon. Now there's only a minute left. Nawoon starts panicking as he wildly starts slashing his knife at Dokja, trying to kill him, but the knife is doing absolutely nothing to Dokja. As Dokja stares at Nawoon's desperate attempts to survive, as time slowly ticks away, time then expires, along with Nawoon's life. Dokja managed to survive the first scenario along with 4 others, thanks to his wits and 10 years worth of knowledge of TWSA. Dokja, who is not the main nor a supporting or key character in this story, managed to survive the first scenario. But with just those 2 things alone, will he be able to survive and overcome the hellish scenarios that his favorite novel, 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse, is going to put him through? And that was Omniscient Reader's point of view, the first 6 chapters at least. If you've enjoyed this video, made this far, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and doing the YouTube thing, you know, you've been on this platform long enough to do it. So I guess I should go ahead and say that, of course, if you watched the last one of these, this one was different than the other one. The other one had a bit more hee-hee, ha-has, goofs and gaffs throughout it, and this one did not. That's for a multitude of reasons. One is when you're cramming 6 chapters into a video, you know, 6-minute video, 7-minute, however long this video is. Yeah, there's not many time for insert jokes. Also, when I was writing the script for the video, I just didn't have it, and I don't like forcing jokes. Forcing jokes is just awful. It's stupid. It never works out well for anyone who ever tries to do it. And so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time. Peace.